Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, December 11th, 2023. So glad you could join me here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to make you a successful currency trader by teaching you how to use our proprietary trading indicators that are simple to use but highly accurate. And this live trade is designed to just show you how simple they are and how accurate they are. So with that, let's jump right in. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going. Oops, what happened? There we go.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we are focused on continuous training. And one of the ways we do the training is through these live trades where you get to see a trader like myself who knows what they're doing, walk through their trade analysis and telling you what they're doing so that you can copy it, learn it and copy it. I do 3 live trades a week, one on Monday evening that we're in right now, and then Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30. And then every evening I send out a trade setup, and we will do the trade setup after we do the live trade here, so you get to see that too. When you become a regular member in the program, we do live trades every day at 10 a.m. and again at 10 p.m. And as I said, part of what makes us different is the focus on continuous training. We have an advanced member meeting every Wednesday evening, and we do back to the basics every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That Saturday morning session, we just continually reviewing the basics. Anybody who's good at anything, they continue to work on the basics, whether it's a basketball player, a football player, a baseball player, a trader. We continue to review the basics, and we take questions so that we can make things clear for you. I like to work off of a little checklist, helps keep me organized. So let's run through it. Every day, a good habit to restart your green charts. Restarting green charts clears out the memory and picks up any updates they might have done. At the end of every trading day, you should review the trades that didn't go your way to try to understand why the trade didn't go the way you expected, and take that information, put it in your tool bag, and that'll make you better for next time around. Even me, I've been trading over 4 years. I still sometimes get a little careless, and it's by being able to go back and reconcile that I remind myself, hey, you can't do that. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. We are not trading on the news. Fundamental traders trade on the news. We do, however, want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. And one of the best places to get that news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks the news down into 3 components. Yellow, which is low impact, I generally don't worry about. Orange, which is medium impact, I don't worry about it, but some traders do keep an eye on that. And red, which is high impact. These are items we want to trade around. And my rule of thumb is I like to stay out of a trade 2 hours before this item happens. And tonight, the Royal Bank of Australia, Governor Bullock speaks, and that is within the next hour and 20 within the next 2 hours. So we will not trade the Australian dollar tonight. Between 5 and 6 o'clock is when 5 o'clock Eastern time is when the new trading day starts, and usually all the brokers increase their spreads so they can do their end of the day accounting. So that time between 5 and 6 is kind of a dead time to trade. And then trading picks up again at 6 p.m. when they reduce their spreads. So we're not going to trade the Australian dollar tonight. And then next thing is in the middle of the night, there's some information on the pound. So we've got basically clear sailing. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. The trade I am going to do, and we have a dozen different signals you can trade with. And when we train you, we will create a customized trade plan for you based on your availability to trade and your risk preferences. My trade is the 10-point trade signal. I like to do it off of a 1-hour chart. You can do it anywhere off of a 30-minute chart up to a day chart. I like to be about 30 minutes into the chart before I take my trade. On a 1-hour chart, I expect the trade to be able to earn anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and my sweet spot's about 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, I am doing very well. On a 1-hour chart, the trade's going to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy here is basically from all 3 sections of the chart is to get all the lines going in the same direction. So with that, let's jump in and we'll walk through and see what we see. The chart I am trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It is one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart. It has 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour chart. This first chart is all US-based pairs. On the Australian dollar USD, I start in the middle of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where these lines are either overbought and coming down or oversold and going up. So here we are overbought. The lines are going down. And the third thing I'm looking for, so 1 is overbought, 2 is lines all going in the same direction, going down if we're overbought, and 3, I'm looking for what we call a double cross, where the red line has crossed over the green line and the black line's crossed over the gray. So we've got the black line over the gray. We don't quite have the red line over the green. So, you might argue we've got 3 points here. You can see a little bit of the red line peeking over, but I don't like the slope of the green line. I want this to be at least 45 degrees or better. It's less than 45 degrees. Plus, we get the issue with the not really clearly seeing the double cross. So I'm going to pass on this. But if say I did have the signal, I would jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the sell signal. 2 orange lines are telling me sell. Blue lines are inversely related, so when blue goes up, that means sell. So dotted blue going up, 2 orange coming down. So I got 3 of the 4. Then I would jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down or the red line on top. And I do not have that here. I've got kind of pretty good up pressure here with the green line on top. So we're going to pass. Overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors still going up. We've got a little bit of a duck bill here with the majors. You can see his bill here and his head here. So we're going to pass. We don't have agreement. Pound USD. Again, we've got disagreement. Minors went oversold and coming down. Majors, overbought and coming down. Majors oversold and going up. So again, we don't have the agreement. We've got a little bit of a duck bill here also. Duck bill tends to suggest that there's going to be more of a up push, especially when you see it when it's overbought. Dollar, Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel. Nowhere's land. Majors going down, minors going up, so we don't have an agreement. Dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up, and we have the double cross, and it's a pretty good one. Green on top, gray on top, so 3 points. Green line is 45 degrees steep. Lines are clustered. That's a bit of a plus. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up, telling me buy. 2 blue lines also going up, telling me sell. So I only have 2 of the 4 here. I need 3 of the 4 to consider the trade. So I don't have enough here. So I'm going to pass. I don't really need to go to the pressure because I don't have this. Dollar, Japanese yen, oversold. Minors have turned and majors are sideways. So nothing there. So I've cloned this chart and created a new chart with non-USD pairs. So let's see what we can find. Euro pound, overbought going up. Now, my strategy is, if you can see over here, is to kind of catch things when they turn and go up and get it through the channel. Had I done that, say I caught it here and rode it through the channel, that's 7 pips through there, 11 pips through here, and this is 4 hours. We are overbought here. So say I were to, can I get 11 pips on a buy when we're overbought? Well, I've got 9 pips here when we're overbought. The issue is I don't want to take a buy trade when we're overbought because I don't know when it's going to turn, and I don't want to get caught holding this while it comes down running through the channel. So can I get 10 pips? Yes, I can, but it's just not part of my trade plan. Australian dollar, yen, we've got disagreement. Minors are oversold, going sideways. Majors still coming down. Euro, Canadian dollars, overbought. Majors still going up. Minors have started to turn, so we don't have agreement. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, again, disagreement. Minors coming up, majors coming down. Pound yen. Oversold, everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. And we've got pretty good steepness. It's a little better than 45 degrees here. I'd prefer, so I've got 3 points here. I'd prefer it a little bit more if the green line was a little closer to entering the channel, but this is acceptable. So 3 points here. Oh, very strange. Both orange lines going down, telling me sell. Dotted blue going up, telling me sell. So only the thick blue is telling me buy. So this isn't quite ready yet. This isn't a bad signal. If I look on the pressure, I've got very weak down pressure with red on top. So this itself isn't bad. I don't mind this, but the rest of it isn't there. Euro Australian dollar, overbought. Everybody's going up. So nothing there. I'm just looking for my signal, and I'm going to be patient enough for it to wait. While we're here, there's another signal, and this is one of the great things about having multiple signals in your pocket. A signal called the thick orange line signal. Thick orange line is based on the position of this thick orange line. Thick orange line is a scaled number based on when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So here we've been at 10 for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. So when this is at 10, when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour, right now there's 13 minutes left. When there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour, if this is at 10 or within 1 point of 10, and the red line is above the blue line, which it is, that's a scalp trade worth 5 pips. So we're going to come back to that. Euro 8. Oh, what's the problem? This is a good setup, but what's the problem? We got news at 5:20. We got news at 5:20 on the AUD. But this is another trade. This is a setup that I would take if we weren't we didn't have a news item coming up. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen oversold. We got disagreement between the majors and minors. Euro New Zealand in the middle of the channel, well, approaching overbought, not there yet, going up. A pound New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, so 3 points here. Thick orange going up, supporting it. That's 1. Thick blue going down, supporting it, 2. So I only have 2 of the 4 here. I want at least 3 of the 4. At least 3 of the 4, and I don't have that, so I'm going to pass. This isn't a bad signal. And we also have the pressure with us. Green line's on top. But again, could I take this? Yes, I could. But my thing is, I'd rather wait till I see the setup, because that is going to give me the highest chance of the move going in the direction I want. And if I take it and it doesn't go my way, it takes that much more work to recover from a loss to get back to break even. So I'd rather take less trades, but the few trades I do take, that they're right on. So I'm looking for all 3 pieces to give me the signal that I want. New Zealand dollar, yen, oversold, starting to turn. New Zealand dollar, USD, overbought, starting to turn. Euro Swiss franc. We're in the middle of the channel, so nothing there. So here's the last group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Swiss franc, yen. Disagreement between the majors and minors. Euro yen. Majors are turning in the middle of the channel, and we don't have the double cross. I'm not this isn't a great turn. If you're going to trade a turn in the middle of the channel, which I only do sometimes on the Euro USD, you need the green line to be very steep, and we don't have that here. Pound, Australian dollar, oversold. Majors going up, minors sideways, so we don't have agreement. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Majors look great entering the channel. They're less than halfway. I'll consider a trade less than halfway. I don't mind that the minors have gone through the channel, but I do mind that the green line is flat. If this were going up, I would maybe consider this trade, but even in considering it, I only have 2 of the 4 here, so it's not going anywhere. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, and we don't have agreement. Majors going up, minors are going up, majors are going sideways. So we've just gone through 24 pairs, and we didn't see my 10-point setup. Excuse me. I forgot to get myself a glass of water. Let's see if we have a thick orange line set up. So this is a different trade setup. On the thick orange line trade setup, we want to trade it on a 1 hour chart when there's 5 minutes remaining, and we want the thick orange line number to be 0 or 10 or within one point of either end. So let's take a look and see if we have that. So this is a really fast one. So we're not quite at 5 minutes, but by the time we're done looking at it, it'll be at under 5 minutes. So 5 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 10, yes. Or 9. Oh, now we're not even there. So it's dropped out of range. 2, no. 1, 6, no. 5, no. Go to the next group. 10, yes. 10, yes. But look where my red line is. I don't want to trade off of just one piece of information. I want a second indicator to confirm that, yes, we're indeed overbought and it's going to go down. So I want this red line to be up above the blue line. This is telling me there's more up in the movement. This is telling me I don't think there's any more up in the movement. So I'm going to trust that this has more power than this. So I want both to agree. 6 isn't close enough. 1.8 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1. No. Yes. But look where my red line is. It's just touching. Red line is just touching. I want it to be up above. I want it to be up above the blue line. Kind of want it to be like this far past the red line that we're seeing here. 1.7 isn't close enough. So let's go to the next group. $9.6. It's within 1 of 10. This is the one we noted earlier. So this is the setup. This is the setup I'm looking for. But we've got that news item on the Australian dollar at 5.20. So I don't want to trade within 2 hours of the news item. So we're going to pass. This is a quick little trade. We could get it right at the top of the hour, but I just, again, I don't want to take a chance. 3 isn't close enough. 1.9 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. Again, I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1. 1.9 isn't close enough. 1.9 isn't close enough. Let's go to the last batch. 1.3, no. 4.6, no. 6, no. 9, yes. That's within 1. But look where my red line is. My red line's down here. So this is telling me there's more up in the movement, even though this guy doesn't think there is. 7, no. 6, no. All right. So we went through another 24 pairs and didn't find a second signal. That sometimes happens. So let us go and start our analysis for the overnight trade. Overnight trade. So this is a different strategy again. So we're looking at a third strategy. This strategy is done off of the day chart. And I want to do it when when we're in the last hour of the day. So we got another 5 minutes to go before we're in the last hour of the day. But we can go ahead and figure out if the trade is there, and then pull the trigger when we get to that last hour. So here, this is a modified version of the 10-point trade, where I am looking at what the green line on the major indicator is doing. Green line on the major indicator is oversold, and it is going up. So that's telling me buy. Now, I don't want to trade, again, on just one piece of information. I want to confirm it. And the way I'm going to confirm this trade is by looking at what the green line on the 12-hour is doing and what the green line on the 8-hour is doing. Here on the 12-hour, it's going down. So it's telling me sell. This is telling me buy. I need this to be going up. I don't have agreement. 8-hour telling, oops, come on. 8 hours telling me buy. 4 hours telling me buy. 2 hours telling me buy. 1 hour is telling me buy. Everybody but the 12-hour. Because the 12-hour is not telling me buy right now, we're going to pass, but we're going to come back and take a look at it when in 3 minutes and see if the slope on this line changes. So let's jump over to the we're here. Let's just take a look. Now we're in the middle of the channel, so we got room either way. And let's take a look here. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. So here's the day chart. Green line is halfway through the channel going up, and it's going up pretty steeply. So it's telling me buy. Go to my 12-hour to confirm. 12-hour is overbought going up, telling me buy. There's a little kink in the line here where it's going from more steep to less steep. That's okay, but it's confirming the buy that I see here. And when I go to the 8-hour, 8-hour green line's coming down. I want the green line from the 8-hour going up, the green line from the 12-hour going up, and the green line from the day going up. So again, I don't have agreement. I only have 2 of the 3. 2 out of the 3 isn't enough. And then just for curiosity, I do like to look at what the 4 hours doing. 4 hours going down, 2 hours going down, 1 hour is going up. So we're all across the board here. So we're going to wait this next 1 minute and 48 seconds and see if this changes. If not, my friends, we don't have a trade tonight. No trade tonight based on what we're seeing right now. What else can I tell you? If you are interested in connecting with me, the easiest way, you can try calling me, but, as you saw just a minute ago, somebody tried calling me, and if I'm in the middle of doing something else, I cannot answer the phone. I will not answer the phone. Whoever I'm with has priority. So you're with me, you have priority. Best way is just to schedule some time. And you can schedule some time at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. You can try to call me if I'm available. I do answer. But generally my day ends around 4:30. So once I check out. I'm on to recreational things and letting my mind unwind. So you know how to get a hold of me. We got 30 seconds left till we get this change, and then we'll see if this changes. So this day chart is made up of it's got 23 hours worth of information in it. And someone else showed me this trade, and they had 2 or 3 conditions to it. But in back testing it myself, I found the other conditions didn't really matter. If I had the slope of the green line, if it agreed on all 3 of these, it worked. And then I played around with the take profit and stop loss, and I found that 22 pips is the magic number to make this work. And like I said, I back tested it significantly. So now we're in the last hour, up, up, down. So we don't have it. So we're going to pass. Let's take a look at our Euro USD. Up, flat to down. Yeah, it's going down. So up, down. Again, we don't have agreement. I want agreement across all of these. This is good. This is good. This is even kind of good. If this green line was kind of like this green line's going up a little bit. This green line's going down a little bit. I might consider it. I especially like the trade when we're oversold and it's going up. But we're going to pass. So no trades tonight on any count. We will, and that sometimes happens. That's okay. So we will connect again tomorrow morning at 6:30. Hope you can join me. And usually in the morning, there's always a good trade there. All right. Thanks so much. If you want to learn how to trade, this system works. These indicators are the best. They've been around a quarter of a century. They've made lots of people a lot of money. They've made me a lot of money. I didn't know anything about trading before I learned how to use these things. If I can do it, you can do it. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.